For them, nothing, then you're essentially making it illegal. So you need to give them something. I'm still surprised that that happened in Loyola.
Like, I'm
I
like
get that it's
90% certain it's still illegal to smoke in public according to Quebec law, and Montreal just doesn't enforce it. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't remember
man
anybody ever
that
telling
would
me
be
it was legal. Like,
that would be a huge surprise for me. I mean you might be right, but I all I know is that here in Montreal, like you go to Girard Park, right? Nobody cares. Trentham, that's where everyone went when I was in high school. You know, like you go to Trentham Park and you smoke a J on the bleachers, like nobody's gonna stop you. The police sure as hell aren't gonna show up. Like
nobody
it's
cared
really weird that
until
that
the
happened
dog
in
park
Loyola.
but the dog park opened.
Right? It's all about the dog park,
I
right?
don't
Sorry,
know.
it's all
That
about the
factor
dog park.
changed, and I'm not trying to hate on that dog park, but I remember that I've been
It's
there.
okay. Plenty of people are hating on the dog
Well,
park.
it's like I don't know, like I don't know that it's that, but I imagine you open a fancy new dog park and you're gonna maybe have a little bit more people coming through. But it was more
You
SPVM
know,
bike cops. Like, what are y'all doing there?
yeah, that's a little weird.
Like, I don't
That's
like. Do y'all use the SPVM cops as private security or something? Like, I don't understand.
no, but see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and you know, it's funny you should say it because like I feel like it gets into like another issue that we have. I mean, I don't know if you want to get into a discussion about the police. It's getting a little late,
I
but
got about
um,
another. I got about another 15 or so.
I mean, we can go there if you want to,
I'm
but like
always down to go there.
one of the problems that we have in the city is that you know, when rules are unclear, they tend to get applied unequally, and so you know, I can almost guarantee you that someone that like dresses like me, for example, and that looks like me, if I'm sitting on a bench in a park smoking a fatty, I'm not going to get stopped. They're not going to come up to me. They're not going to do
Honestly,
it.
I was pretty white in that moment. I mean, you didn't say it like that, but I was like absolutely surprised that they stopped me because of how little it's
I,
ever happened in my life.
yeah, granted, white, that helps in not getting stopped. We know this. Most of the people that do get stopped for reasons that often end up being unnecessary do not look like you and me,
Yeah.
right? We know this. And honestly, like that's one of the reasons why it frankly it pisses me off to hear that the enforcement is happening, you know, in a way that's so uneven, which is why I think we need to allow some of these things in public places and make it clear that like no, it's not illegal, not for the city of Montreal, and we need to make it clear to our police that like you guys should not be policing this. Like frankly, you are not school teachers, you are not daycare workers, you are not glorified park wardens, you are police. You have guns. You have a monopoly on the
I don't know. Do
legitimate
bike
use
cops
of
have
public
guns?
force.
Do
Yeah, man.
bike cops have guns?
Not if
So,
they're cadets. If they're cadets, then they don't. But if they are full-fledged cops on bicycles,
sorry, I
you
meant
better believe
SPVM
that they have
cops. I meant to
guns.
say SPVM because this was the SPVM
Yeah,
cops, which was the most
yeah.
baffling thing. Because again, what SPVM related stuff is in the middle of Loyola Park that could possibly warrant a bunch of cycle SPVM cop, not SPVM. I keep meaning to say like the STCM.
Oh, the STM,
Yeah. Oh no,
like the
maybe I'm wrong. You
transit.
know what? I think I'm really confused. I got confused there for a
It's
second. Let me
probably
run
it's
that back.
probably regular
It was
police. It's
probably
probably
regular
regular
police. Yeah.
police. Yeah,
But I
yeah, yeah.
feel like
STM wouldn't have cops out there.
I feel like it was something like not regular cops. Like they were kind of like just cycle. I don't know. There was something about it. Either way, I was like, because they were like, the cops will give you this ticket. Was kind of like the way they worded it to me, so it felt weird.
Could have been cadets.
Maybe.
It could have been police cadets.
Yeah, I think.
And in that case, I'm inclined to say that they were misinformed because you're allowed to like you're not supposed to smoke close to facilities meant for children. But
What's a
you know, if you're
facility
just
meant for
sitting
children? Is the
like a
baseball
like a
diamond?
playground,
Is the baseball
playground.
diamond a facility meant for children? And I don't know that sincerely or not, because it's not that far from the baseball diamond technically.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are on this.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. The focus is usually on things like playgrounds and splash pads and stuff like that, but it can be a little unclear. But all the more reason why we need to just, you know, like, are you allowed to smoke a cigarette in the park? Yes. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It bothers a lot of people in the same way, but it's also a question of people being able to do it. Do I like smelling cigarettes in the park? No. Like, that's just something that I don't like. Okay, so if I don't like it, I'm going to try to avoid it. But there's still places in the park where chances are I'm not going to smell someone smoking cigarettes. Same thing with weed, except for, Girard Park at night, because
Even
that
then,
just, like,
there's like a natural breakdown to Girard Park. People don't smoke weed next to where the kids are at, and the kids have their designated part, and like it's really
That's true.
cleanly
Yeah.
divided.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. In that corner, it's usually really good. Exactly, because people know that, like, even if it's getting a little bit later, like, this is where the kids usually play, and we gotta, like, we've got the rest of the park. Like, be cool, be respectful, respect the fact that this is a public place that is shared by many people. That's like one of the big challenges of city living, of living together. Let's try to think of other people. And I think, generally speaking, we do an okay job at that in NDG. It's one of the things I love about this neighborhood. We just got to try not to get carried away with it, because yeah, I hear the debate, right? I hear people saying, people are smoking in the park and my kids are playing in the park, and I don't want to, I don't want to have to deal with this, which I get it, but it's a public
believe it or
space. It's
not,
there for everyone.
I even get it, parents. I totally would be you if I was you, but I'm not. Like, that's just the reality.
Not yet. Not yet.
But like, even to that end, I'm not in that like frame, right? Like, I'm probably going to be a parent that smokes pot. So like, whoops, that's a thing that people do, and like, it's like,
It's totally a thing that people do.
Like, I think I saw a stat at one point that 48 to 50% of Montreal consumes marijuana at least once a year. So it's like wild to me how much anti-weed rhetoric there is if half the city at least puffs once a year. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But
that wouldn't surprise me.
It's not.
It's
been
this.
weed.
That's the city. Like, it's
since time. Legalization made it worse. That's what happened here.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But what I've loved is seeing, like, people who hadn't consumed in a really long time, like, baby boomers that hadn't consumed since they were like teenagers or in their 20s, being like, oh, hey, maybe I'll try it out. Maybe I'll try it again. And it's been interesting to watch.
I know a lot of people that were just their whole life they never did it because it was illegal, and the second they were like, I'm smoking weed. I remember this one guy did puffs with me at the office party. Never been high before. Walked around, told everybody I'm high, but this is the first office party it's legal. So we're smoking joints in front of HR, and we're like, she's like staring at us, and we're all staring at her, and
kind of like eye twitching a little bit.
Like, I'm pushing the limits, aren't I? She's like, yeah, but you're not. And I'm like, I'm not, eh? Like, it's because normally you just walk in smelling like, like.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's a fair debate, everybody out there. I'm not even saying that people didn't have a point. Sometimes, like, people can be excessive.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. A big part of, like I said, a big part of living in a community is just like taking a moment to pause and listen to what other people are saying.
That's fair. Do you have any like last remarks you want to give the folk of the universe today? Fair enough.
No, I mean, damn, man, we've covered so much ground. It's been like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess I just want to say, like, keep doing stuff like this, keep listening to stuff like this. It doesn't have to be necessarily political, but there isn't enough awareness as to what's going on. And you're doing, like, to anyone watching, like, we're doing this with your money too. It's this comes from all of us. My salary is paid by tax money, right? I'm working, I'm not just working for, like, I often joke to people, I don't have one boss, I have 22,000 bosses. It's the people, the voters of Loyola, and I remain convinced, like, it's been almost 4 years for me. It's been a rock and roll 4 years, a hell of a roller coaster at some points, but I remain as convinced as I was on day one when I got into this that the best things that we can accomplish, we accomplish together. We do them as a society. We do them as a neighborhood, as a borough, as a city. And the best things only happen when a lot more people get involved. And above and beyond all the politics and all the bullshit and all the boringness that so many politicians bring to it. And yeah, I include myself in that sometimes too, you know. It's important to get involved in public life. And no matter what you're interested in, you can do it. Whether it's hip hop or other artistic or cultural activities or you know, something like highly technical and scientific, like there are so many ways to get involved in public life and so much to gain from doing so.
Facts.
Just think about how you can do it. You're going to be happier for it, and your neighborhood will be better off for it.
That's dope. So for all y'all out there watching, thank you for the people that came through in the live. Like, honestly, it's dope to see y'all. It's cool. Thank y'all watching in the future. All of the links will be below. The like 2 links I found. The one that's to his city profile page and his Facebook, so you can get a hold of him. And then when he has an Insta,
all 2 of them.
I was like, that man.
All 2 of them, so you can write to me on Facebook, tell me to get on Insta.
You should though. But like, no, I mean, you should tell him. I'm talking to the people. Write to him and tell him to go on the gram. Tell him you want to see the talk, yo. Don't even stop at the gram. Bring him to the talk.
Strengthen numbers. Tell
him you'll like, I'll vote for you if you go on TikTok.
Holden, you get a petition. You get a petition of local area residents going, saying we want Christian Arseneault to get on Instagram.
I swear, imagine, bro. Like that could be a can of worms.
You get me. What do we say? You get me 50 signatures. That's what I'm gonna leave you with. Give me 50 local signatures that want me on Insta. I'll do it.
I have access to an e-sign solution that counts for validating.
No change.org.
No change.org. An e-sign solution, as in via PDF that requires personalized signatures to people with actual audits that are legally binding. It's what y'all use to sign contracts at work. It's the e-sign. It's like.
I have not used e-sign once in the last year.
Y'all don't have an e-sign solution? Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous shit. It'll save you so much money.
That is
collecting
a little weird.
Signatures.
Okay. Hey man, 100 signatures.
My company's
We're laying it down right now.
Totally not like, yeah, I saw you change the number.
Did I say 50?
You did.
100?
You said
50? I'll say 50. No number inflation. Okay.
Fair enough.
50.
I'm not
50.
Really
there we go. We good.
We'll see what happens with that. But if y'all want to see it, hit them up. But yo, most importantly though, thank y'all for watching. Stay involved in this stuff. All that good things. And yeah, I don't know. Subscribe, follow, like all that good stuff. I'm gonna start the raid on my side. And yo, honestly, live long and prosper, everybody.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite sign off.